We are tracking Henri tonight as the storm inches closer to southern New England. At this hour, all eyes are on Hurricane Henri.
We are now preparing for a Category 1 hurricane.
From Westerly to Newport and Block Island, 12 News is tracking the eye of the storm. We have a team of meteorologists and reporters standing by live to update you on preparations and vital information from emergency officials. First, let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca.
Hi, Chelsea. Latest from the National Hurricane Center has it as a minimal Category 1 hurricane with winds now at 75 miles per hour. To get you some perspective, here is New York City and the coast of southern New England. It's about 330 miles south of Block Island. It is moving due north now. It's accelerated a little bit now at 18 miles per hour. The pressure is dropping a little bit, so the window of opportunity for any further intensification probably over the next 12 hours. Thereafter, the storm will gradually weaken as it approaches the coastline, but it does not by any means change the weather impacts that we're forecasting for tomorrow. Still a very high impact storm on the way. Here's the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. That red line represents where the center of the storm will make landfall. The yellow represents the other opportunities where the storm could go, but that yellow area continues to narrow and more than likely making a landfall somewhere between eastern Long Island and Block Island by Sunday afternoon. In fact, here's the location by Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock and then moving inland thereafter. Here's a more detailed look. Puts us on the eastern side of the storm. So as the storm tracks off to our west, not by much. Typically with landfalling hurricanes, when you're on the right-hand side of these storms or the eastern side of the storm, you tend to get the strongest wind with some rain, whereas the western side of the storm tends to be the heaviest rain along with some wind. So bottom line, we're on the windy side of the storm while we do expect some power outages and some storm surges. That strong onshore flow of wind continues to push towards the coastline. Meteorologist TJ Del Santo with us in the Weather Center as well, out in the weather yard. And TJ, in the last 12 hours, there's been some changes as far as the watches and the warnings. As the storm gets a little closer, things will be ramping up.
Yeah, that's right, Tony. 11 o'clock this morning, the National Hurricane Center put parts of Rhode Island in a hurricane warning. Let's take a look at the situation. It's south coastal Rhode Island and in and around Narragansett Bay, Block Island Sound, all under a hurricane warning. Elsewhere, tropical storm warning, and that includes Buzzards Bay, New Bedford, up into Providence and up into Woonsocket, tropical storm warning. Obviously, the worst of that would be in areas in red. Also, a storm surge warning has been issued for coastal Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And also, we do have a flood watch for all of Rhode Island. Expecting 1 to 3 inches of rain in Rhode Island, a lot more out in Connecticut, 3 to 7 inches. As far as winds go, the strongest probably in southwest Rhode Island, 40 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts, a storm surge of 3 to 5 feet. And we've been looking at some new information, and the worst of the storm surge may actually miss high tide by a couple of hours. So certainly some good news there. We'll be tracking that situation closely over the next few hours and obviously through the night and through the daytime on Sunday.
And the main message from state leaders tonight: now is the time to finish preparing for Hurricane Henri and stay home when the storm hits. Governor Dan McKee, along with other agencies, say they expect significant impact to the entire state of Rhode Island, not just those coastal communities. 12 News reporter Molly O'Brien is live in Cranston at Emergency Management Headquarters with how the state is preparing for the storm impact. Molly?
Chelsea, stock up on supplies like water, charge your devices, and get those power sources ready. Leaders want all Rhode Islanders to be prepared and to stay off of the roads as we brace ourselves for Hurricane Henri. That message today was simple and clear: get prepared and stay put. While there is no current stay-at-home order, Governor McKee, along with Rhode Island Police Colonel James Manley, strongly encouraged Rhode Islanders to stay at home from midnight tonight through Monday morning. With rising surf and storm excitement, Colonel Manley said they've seen an influx of traffic heading southbound to coastal areas, so they've asked police to close off popular beach access roads to residents only. That starts at midnight. Governor McKee was on call today with President Joe Biden and other New England governors discussing how they can work closely with FEMA and the National Guard to prepare for storm impacts, including flooding and widespread power outages. REMA Director Mark Pappas says FEMA has already deployed Rhode Island some resources.
FEMA has been very good. They sent us a emergency management assistance team. They'll be arriving within a couple of hours. They sent a mobile response vehicle, which should be here very, very soon. They sent us a swiftwater rescue team, and they've been really great partners. We've gotten everything so far that we've needed.
And 12 News has also learned that the Rhode Island Red Cross will open up 5 emergency shelters. They open at 8 o'clock tonight. Their locations are at Providence Career and Tech, Warwick's Pilgrim High School, South Kingstown High School, Cumberland's McCourt Middle School, and Gaudette Middle School in Middletown. And if you do need to access one of these shelters, don't forget to bring your masks. Masks are required, as well as social distancing, as the Rhode Island Red Cross follows the Departments of Health COVID-19 recommendations. We're live in Cranston. I'm Molly O'Brien, 12 News.
Molly, thank you. Now taking a live look at Narragansett Beach. People are still out there catching some waves, but Hurricane Henri is set to make landfall in the New England region over the next 24 hours, packing heavy rains and rain and wind. Our 12 News reporter Matt Paddock is live from the Coast Guard House in Narragansett as local businesses there are preparing for the storm. Matt?
Chelsea, it really feels like the calm before the storm here in Narragansett. We're just hours ago behind me, thousands lining the town beach. But now, businesses like the Coast Guard House are shifting their focus to storm preparations. Business was booming in Narragansett on Saturday.
Everybody knew it was going to be a beautiful day. I think they call it the calm before the storm.
But business owners like Bob Leonard are just as busy preparing for Hurricane Henri.
We want to make sure our staff and our patrons are taken care of.
Leonard says he and his team began planning on Friday.
We have been in touch with National Grid as to if we're going to keep our power and gas on.
And he says that once the dining room closes tonight, focus will shift.
Could be 50 to 60 of us here tonight just organizing it. You know, they know strength is in numbers.
Boarding up first floor doors and windows.
We're prepared as we can be. We have a great staff and team behind us.
Leonard says he is no stranger to storm prep.
After Sandy, this whole entire building was wiped out.
Now they are storm ready after dealing with the aftermath of Superstorm Sandy firsthand.
I think the building and the property is ready for the storm. We're more prepared than it was before Sandy. Reconfigured it much stronger and better. The stone and boulder work you see behind me was not what it was before Sandy.
Now, we were able to speak to co-owner Bob Leonard, and he says that both the gas and power have been shut off and that there will be no indoor dining tomorrow. Reporting live in Narragansett, Matt Paddock, 12 News.
Thanks, Matt. Meanwhile, shops on Watch Hill and Westerly boarding up their storefronts as they prepare for Henri's landfall. 12 News reporter Sheena Lasciuto joining us now live from Westerly with what their concern is there. Sheena?
Well, we are right by the water here in Westerly, and business owners in the area tell me their biggest concern is flooding because even without an official hurricane, they've seen a lot of damage here before. Watch Hill and Westerly bracing for the worst. Businesses boarding up with sandbags on the ready, anticipating Hurricane Henri's arrival.
So far, we're taking signs down that we know we're going to blow. Sandbags are ready to pull in front of the door, and just trying to pick up things, make sure everything's above the floor. In case any of the water comes in, we want as less damage as possible.
Employees on Bay Street say they've seen enough to take the forecast seriously.
Even without hurricanes, there's been times that I've come down and I couldn't get past the bottom of the hill to the entrance here because it's been flooded across.
Westerly's police chief tells us officials are watching Henri's path closely, and so are longtime Rhode Islanders.
Could be disastrous like the 1938. Hopefully not.
Our cameras captured things like benches and flower pots being picked up by the town. The horses from the carousel were even being put away as officials prepare for heavy impacts, all while tourists and residents seamlessly enjoyed the nice weather ahead of what's to come.
We got our generator hooked up, gassed up, plenty of gas. We're from Florida originally, so we're used to these.
All right, Sheena, thank you. Now we want to take a look at what is going on in Block Island. As state officials have said, police there are asking people to stay home and not head off the island, or to the island, I should say, just to observe it. So 12 News reporter Kate Walsh was there as tourists on Block Island tried to take the last ferries out while they could.
The Block Island ferries outpacing Henri as they rush vacationers off the island and onto the mainland ahead of the storm's arrival Sunday.
Our hopes is by the end of the day, everyone that needs to leave the island will have the opportunity to do so.
Under summer blue skies Saturday morning, tourists showed up early to the ferry in hopes of getting a spot aboard.
I got here at 6:15 this morning.
This man hoping to get an earlier ferry back to Massachusetts.
6:15 tonight was our time off. I sent my family off the island last night and here alone trying to get the car off.
The New Shoreham chief of police said there was a bit of difficulty getting people's vehicles off the island, but the transportation agencies were doing their best.
The ferry's doing a great job with accommodating reservations, taking extra people in and putting people on standby.
The Block Island Ferry website alerted people that advance online sales would be suspended for Sunday and Monday, and tickets for Saturday were no longer available online when we tried. I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.
Thanks, Kate. Be sure to stay with 12 News throughout the storm as we continue tracking Hurricane Henri. Here's video of businesses boarding up in Bristol. And sometimes our best photos and video come from you, the viewers. So if you feel it's safe to do so, head to our website, WPRI.com, and upload your video to report it.